I just spent this weekend with two of my best friends who are going to become billionaires in the future 100%. We've hosted a little event here in London with Helix, with our events company and online community. We just brought a few friends together who have known from the past, who are part of our community, but also new people who want to join our community. And I just have to talk about how grateful I am for what we're building and what I have in my life on one side. But on the other side, I just want to explain to you kind of like the most important things and the main learnings I got through connecting myself and surrounding myself with people who are extremely successful now, who will be even more successful in the future, and how this impacted my life and how it will impact your life as well if you do the same. So some context for me. I was a lonely agency owner the first 2.5 years that I started in this whole online money world. I didn't know a single soul. I was very young. I started at 18. And I wouldn't say I was close to giving up, but I just felt very, very bad because I didn't know anyone. I didn't know what to do from time to time. And I kind of like just tried to figure everything out by myself. And then I just got into networking, into meeting other people. And then quickly we started building our own events company where we started organizing dinners, activities, and then most importantly, events and trips for online entrepreneurs who want to meet like-minded people, who want to meet other guys who kind of like have the same mindset. And now we run a big company. We host events on a monthly basis now. And we have an online community with amazing people, and the scale and the growth that we're experiencing currently is completely insane. And I want to give you like my main learnings or like the main benefits that you get from surrounding yourself with the right people that you don't really see. Number one is obviously the advice that you get. So currently I'm here in London. I'm in the building of one of my friends. He lives here. I'm using the space here to record this YouTube video. And he is building an amazing company. He's going to have a huge impact on many people. He will become, as I said earlier, a billionaire for sure, just with how things are going for him. And it's just great to have someone like that giving you advice. I talked with him about Helix yesterday for an hour. He took his time. Like we went through our funnel, our marketing, our branding, our sales process, everything. And he's just there and telling me, brother, you should do this and that, this and that, this and that in order to improve all of these things. And I'm just sitting here and I'm just like absorbing all of this information. And this is kind of like one thing that can truly change your business. So on the business side of things, it is quite obvious. If you surround yourself with amazing, great, killer people, you're obviously going to experience amazing, killer growth if you implement everything these guys are telling you. So that's one thing. That's kind of like the first layer that you get after surrounding yourself with these amazing people. The second thing is probably even the more important one, which is inspiration. Imagine you sitting there, you're making 20, 30,000 per month, even more, even less, it doesn't matter. And then you're talking to people and you're like seeing how people operate who make millions, who make like 50K per month passively because this business runs automated. Now they're working on another business, which will be worth 8, 9, 10 figures in the future here. And then you just like sit with these people, you sit around the energy, you absorb everything. And I asked a friend of mine yesterday who attended an event where Elon Musk was like the richest people on earth, where? And I asked him, bro, what was your biggest learning? What was your biggest takeaway from the event? And he just said like how these people think and seeing what their mindset is. And he's just like, think bigger. We're currently making 6, 7, maybe 8 figures per year. But there's people who make 8 figures per day, 8 figures per month, whatever, 8 figures per week or even 9 figures per week. And then you're just like it's crazy what's out there, what can be achieved if you just work very hard. And it's kind of like this whole inspirational topic of seeing like what kind of people are out there. And you maybe think, oh, it's not important, but it actually is important, because what drives growth within your business is you taking action. And just by getting advice, you won't necessarily take action because you're maybe lazy, you don't feel like doing it, it is hard, whatever. And that's it. Whereas if you see people like here, for example, who are doing all of these crazy things, you'll get like this aha moment of being like, bro, I'm a lazy piece of shit or whatever. Like I'm not working hard enough, or I'm not working on the right things. I should be doing these things instead. And then just being surrounded by this energy will completely transform your life. And it's for me even more important than the whole advice side of things, because you can scale your business even if you don't get like the craziest advice from a good friend. Like you can find it on YouTube, you can find it somewhere, but what matters more is the execution. And what solves this whole execution issue to a huge degree is the energy and the inspiration that you get from surrounding yourself with these people. So that's kind of like the second thing. And the third thing, which is the most important thing, is the whole friendship side of things. I've mentioned this a few times, but it just is how it is, which is these people, super successful. I'm successful, more successful than some of my friends. Many of my friends are more successful than I am. But the most important thing here is actually them saying friends. So you can be acquaintances with guys who make millions, billions, whatever. But if you're not invested in you as a person, they won't take the time to help you. They won't take the time to have like the deep, harsh conversations that you sometimes need. So we were in a cigar lounge yesterday after having dinner together, and then we were just having like crazy deep topics about deep topics such as like how this whole stressful life impacts all of our lives, our personalities, how we go numb, how we have hard times, even like expressing our feelings or feeling something in general. All of these things on one side, and on the other side, I was on my way back in the Uber with another friend, and he was just like, man, the one thing that kind of like changed shit for me the most was obviously the inspirational side of things that I just mentioned, but the other thing is also just the whole accountability that you get from a true friend. Because if you talk about your business and your growth with someone who doesn't care about you, he'll be like, oh, okay, like fine, is okay. But if I meet you now and then we meet again in 3 months for dinner and you didn't grow, I'll be like, what the fuck's wrong with you, brother? Like, what have you done the past 3 months that you didn't grow? Like, what's going on? And then you have to explain yourself, and then you maybe even have to admit that you didn't work hard enough where you should have worked harder or better or high leverage things. And just having this whole friendship basis is the most important thing out of all of these, because through that you get the advice, you get the inspiration, and you get even something more important, which is just like seeing that somebody cares about you. Imagine just like yesterday I sat here, how I felt when my friend who's working 12 hours per day currently, if not even more, to scale his new business that is going to be worth billions soon, just blocked out a complete day to spend time with me, spend time with the other Helix boys, to kind of like help me with what I'm going through business-wise, and just like be there for me / with me. Like, do you know like how I felt? Like, I felt fucking grateful for him doing that, for him sacrificing his time. And if he wouldn't consider me as a very good friend, he wouldn't have done that. He would have been like, okay, maybe we can chat for an hour about business or about what's going on currently in life over lunch, because everybody needs to regardless. And then he would have said, okay, fine, I need to keep working now. But he blocked his whole day, was there for me, was there for the boys, we were there for him, we had a great time overall. And this is something like money cannot buy. This is something like you buying into some random business mastermind or network can't buy. This is something that is just achieved by being brutally honest, having the right intentions, providing value to each other however you can, and just like being there for each other. And therefore, I feel like you should look less at the whole business, whatever, this and that side of things, but just look at, okay, let me build an actual like friendship with this person side of things, and focus on that more. And that's kind of like my advice, like my opinion on this whole networking in the online space, like how networking or like how meeting the right people affected me as well. And yeah, I hope this is some food for thought for you. If you have people where like you genuinely care about them, like tell them. If you want to meet more people who you can build these relationships with, just do it and actually focus more on that. Show vulnerability, have a great time. Sometimes you need to sacrifice some time from the business in order to build these relationships, but this will pay off in the future much more because of all the reasons I mentioned just now. And yeah, hope you liked the video. You liked it, subscribe, like, comment, and then I see you in the next one.